The word meter might make you think of a unit of measurement only sprinters care about. But in poetry, the idea of meter helps us hear the ways English marks out a beat when spoken aloud. Meter refers to the patterns created by the accented and unaccented syllables in a string of words. To see what's difficult to hear, it helps to mark up a poem. Noting the accented and unaccented syllables, also called stressed and unstressed syllables, is called scansion. It's a good way to geek out on sounds. But sometimes people struggle at first to hear and or see the difference between stressed and unstressed syllables. So one trick is to say the word incorrectly. This makes clear what the natural accent pattern is. For example, say this word aloud. Not sure where the accented syllable is? Say it like this. Emphasis. Emphasis. Hopefully that doesn't sound right to you. Now try emphasis. Emphasis. Still not right. Only one possibility left. Emphasis. The first syllable is stressed and the last two are unstressed. So when we use scansion to show that pattern, it looks like this. Using scansion, you can identify certain metrical patterns. Why bother? Well, patterns of stressed and unstressed syllables occur naturally and randomly in English. Poets, and even some highly evolved prose writers, often align them intentionally to create deliberate patterns and variations on those patterns to capture the ear's attention. Crafting metrical phrases pushes spoken language closer towards song. Think of each syllable as a note. For example, the phrase washes wild shores with tides of white shells makes us hear a particular music. The alliteration of the W's and SH's and the assonance of the I's, slant rhyme of wild and tide. The similar meter of wild shores with white shells. When a poem plays with sound patterns by using alliteration, rhyme, and meter, it creates notes, refrains, and beats that form a subtle yet palpable music. The sentence's sense affects the brain. Its music affects the body. Sometimes, a poem's elusive meaning makes the reader's mind strain. I can't clearly explain what a complex hop-step apoplexy is, but I enjoy saying and hearing it. We might not get it, but as long as it sounds good, we'll listen. Obscure content doesn't feel as distant when the language's music creates a physical sensation. One way to create that sensation is through metrical pattern and variation. So, here are some of the most common metrical patterns in English. None of these examples reach for the heights of great poetry. The idea is just to let you hear and see the patterns. An iamb, or iambic meter, is unstressed, then stressed. The beat, it pounds the sounds into the shape of thoughts. The poet hopes to slip inside your ear. The beat, it pounds the sounds into the shape of thoughts the poet hopes to slip inside your ear. The inversion of an iamb is a trochee, or trochaic meter, stressed then unstressed. Left foot, quick step, right foot, stop. Dance that claptrap hi-hat pop. Where's the hi-hat? We don't have a hi-hat. A dactyl is stressed un. Waltzing with language is tricky at first, but practice can turn into intricate verse. Bonus points if you noticed a dactyl itself is the musical beat a waltz uses. An anapest is un, then stressed. In the hallway, your footsteps might turn, your invisible mood into rhythms the warden would rather not hear. Meter isn't an exact science. Variations don't disqualify a line from falling into a general rhythm. Some readers might hear that last part as pure anapest, others might call it a spondee. A spondee, spondaic meter, is 2 stressed syllables in a row. Sentences tap dancing forward through time can trip up. Notice how this sentence starts out with a run of dactyls, which creates a flowing rhythm akin to dancing. Then that last awkward spondee breaks the rhythm, as if the sentence itself tripped. That's when a poem's form embodies what it's talking about. Here's another spondee. Sometimes a sleepy reader needs a well-placed spondee, like bam bam to wake up. If you're approaching meter as a reader, don't think the point is to constantly mark up poems like a scientist dissecting poor mice. If you're a writer, don't get stuck walking in lockstep to these prescribed rhythms. Still, like any art, writing asks for a measure of discipline. Put yourself through your own little meter band camp to train your ear to hear the music inside what's said. The first step is to say it aloud. You'd rather listen to a song than look at sheet music, right? Reading aloud will tune your ear and expand your mind's capacity to marvel at how our agile brains can juggle sense and sound simultaneously. Listen to this last piece and notice how it doesn't stick to 1 meter, but uses various metrical rhythms occasionally and sparingly, like a spice. The scansion won't appear so that you can practice hearing it/seeing it for yourself. Bus stop talk. You know the woman waiting next to you silently enjoys a pulse, a rhythm shouldering blind blood through dark veins to keep the whole show glowing. Before this quiet encounter is over, ask, out of the blue, what she is listening to, and your heart's pace might leap a few beats forward when the sentence you speak splits the air in 2. One half, the silence sound floats forward upon, the other, a modest boat that braves the waves of otherness to ship odd inquiries of interest we don't expect, and so, I hope, don't reject. It's not difficult to create a beat. You're doing it right now with your heart. Like meter, you only hear it when you listen for it. Still, it moves you.